we are in Holland, 2003. Hier kommt die Inge gerade. Wir sind gerade dabei, jetzt die Hafenrundfahrt zu machen von our wonderful river cruise in Holland, in Amsterdam. There are 750,000 inhabitants in Amsterdam, and they have 500,000 bicycles, and some of them are right here. We are on our way to the floating flower market in Amsterdam. This is in a really very interesting part of town with all the little bridges and the little boats. It's a very nice little street. Well, here we have the floating flower market that we're about to see. So this is the flower market. These are probably all the flowers that we saw over at the Arnhem Aalsmeer flower auction. So this is where it is. It's very beautiful. Lots of color. Nothing but beautiful tulips and roses. And now this is where you would buy your wooden shoes for the garden and for just running around the house. Lovely. And then of course you have your regular souvenir houses from Holland. It's so attractive and interesting. Around the Canal Street. That's where they all are. Very pretty. And then here we have our regular cannabis that you can buy seeds right on the street. All very legal. Our tour guide says this is an oasis of tranquility. People are living here, have this lovely little courtyard to enjoy. Well, we're actually leaving. We had to wait for 3 other boats, and now it's our turn. We're flying under the Swiss flag. It's kind of windy and kind of really, really cold. The harbor where all the cruise ships land, the small ones like this is the one that left before us. And back there are some more. Anyway, we're going up front and check what the captain's doing. In the back you see the Hauptbahnhof, the main train station. I just talked to the captain, and later on I'm going to confiscate him to see if he can let me go on the bridge. He's from Hamburg, so I've got an in with him. We are right now in Volendam. And this is a cheese factory. They made cheese by hand here until 1928. And now it's all made by machines, I suppose. But here's nothing but cheese as far as the eye can see. I can't wait to taste them all. With this cute little wagon, they take the cheese to the farms. I don't think it's being used anymore in this day and age, but it's still a very cute little thing. Nice little kutsche. We are here in Edam. This is where they make the Edam cheese. We just got off the bus, and look at this lovely little landscape here. Little krachten, as they call it, and the lovely little houses. This is the coat of arms for this particular little town of Edam. This particular place is responsible for the water distribution of Edam, so that the farmers that need a lot of water get a lot, and the ones that don't need that much get very little. This is a very lovely way to live. They have the boat tied outside of the pavilion in these beautiful homes here. Lovely, lovely. Totally beautiful. This is a lovely little cobblestone street. We are right on top of the Quakenbrug, which is a bridge that you can hoist up and down so that the boats from underneath can pass. Here's one that is already waiting to pass. Something that's very interesting in all of Holland are these gables. The gables of the different houses. Here's a flat one that indicates it's a new one. That one there they call a pyramid gable, and then over there we have the beautiful Gothic church. Lovely church. And of course this lovely lady has been eating way too much Edam cheese. And this beautiful church just chimed 9:15. This is one of the pyramid gables. And this one they call the stairs gable. Here's another very interesting gable. Again, a row of those beautiful gables going all the way down the street. And this door indicates that it's a physician living here with the snake and the Aesculapstab. Well, we're in a little town called Heusden, and we're just about to go ashore. It's very cute here. It's actually the first windmill I've seen since we've been here. The sun is beginning to set. It's about 6 o'clock, I guess. It's very cute here. And then this is the second windmill I've seen since we've been here. Well, in the olden days, they used to take these windmills and pump the salt water into the fresh water, and that's what we have here. This is the fresh water. Wilhohoisten, where we are right now. And then ships here, and voila, another beautiful windmill. This is the cute little harbor. And again, here we have this bridge that opens up to let the ships go through. One is lined up over there. It's a really neat little street with a windmill at the end. Well, this is a picture of our river counters. So they've docked onto this boat here that says Hoisten on it. And then they put a gangplank over it, and then we marched from one boat to the other and then on land. So it's really interesting. It's a real long ship. And over here we have a windmill again. Very attractive. We're sitting here having pannekuchen, which are pancakes. It's almost like pizza. You can have anything. Oh, look who's sitting there. Inge's having her pancakes. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And now we finally can have a pannekuchen baker. That's how they call it. And there are some people from the ship having asparagus. It's a very cute little town. A lot of activity. Reminds you a little bit of a Italian town square kind of a thing. Very, very pretty. Lovely little place. Well, the sun is setting and I've returned on the ship. Inge is still outside photographing windmills. It's such a beautiful evening. It's lovely to look at this. Well, we're right now in Kinderdijk, where you see all these windmills, and the top of the windmill kind of turns to face the wind. The man on the bottom is just now turning the wheel there. And then you look down and it's just windmills everywhere. It looks almost like Texas, where you have all the oil fields and there's oil everywhere. But these are all windmills that are pumping the water into the very areas. Here's another windmill that's still in function with a drawbridge next to it. And a whole bunch of other ones right along with the dike, where the water is being pumped from one area into the next. Here's our friend Mike and Pat. They're admiring the windmills. Hi, Pat.
How are you today?
Pretty good. Okay. I'm right on top of a windmill at the very top looking down. Here's one windmill that's still in use, and I think it's moving right now. This is one of the wheels or one of the blades of the windmill, and there's a little Dutchman climbing up there with his little wooden shoes on.
Oh my goodness.
And he's spreading the sails so that the wind can catch it. Well, he spread the sailcloth on all of the sails and now it's spinning. Inge went all the way up to the top and climbed back down, which is kind of fun. The guy came up there with his wooden shoes and he said, das wird wie geschmiert, der Dreck. Das hat zu seinem Freund gesagt. Now it's really going fast.
Amazing.
Das geht wie geschmiert, der Dreck, nicht? We're now in Dordrecht, on the way to Rotterdam. Tomorrow we'll be in Rotterdam, but this is the cute little harbor of Dordrecht. There's our group. Also da ist die Inge, sie squeakte gerade wie so ein kleines Schweinchen, abgestochen. So, da ist sie jetzt da oben. Und wir gehen jetzt nach Delft und sie will lesen. Also dann tschüss Ingelein, tschüss, bis später. Here's my friend Pat. We're going and see the town. We're in Rotterdam and we're walking over a lovely bridge right now. We're in the Delft Blue factory right now. This is an exhibition that we're looking at, and I didn't know that it actually comes in color as well. I always thought it was just blue. This is the 350th year of the Delft factory. Because of that, they have decided to make a reproduction of the famous Night Watch by Rembrandt. There were 35 master painters that painted this. And it is all painted on a tile. And there are 475 different tiles that are then put together. It's very beautiful. It's very large too. And here's a lovely plate. Not made on tile, but painted on a plate of course, Rembrandt. This is all Delft blue. Delft also makes building material. This is all ceramic. Everything here that you see is ceramic, also made by Delft. It's just beautiful. The floor thing is made out of ceramic made by Delft. All very, very valuable. Some more building material here, all in tile. We are right now in Den Haag, and this is a statue of Wilhelmina, and it says behind her, lonely but not alone. In other words, she was always very, very much alone, but she was loved by the people. And that's why they made this main monument to her. She's a beautiful, beautiful queen. We just passed by all the embassies in Den Haag, and this is where the queen reigns. And if there's a flag outside, that means she is in residence or she is there to do official business. But today she's not there. We're in Den Haag, and this is the permanent place of justice where Milosevic was tried and where all the international peace accords and peace talks take place. Most important, whenever you hear anything talk about Den Haag, this is the place. It's very beautiful. Many, many countries of the world have donated their own national goods. Like Switzerland has donated clocks, Spain has donated marble, and so forth. We are now in the beautiful hotel of Schneevedingen. This is where my brothers used to go in the summertime to have some fun. And here's our group. There's Inge. That's Inge. Here's Mike, a very nice person. And here is the gorgeous, gorgeous Patricia. Very regal looking. This room is really beautiful. It's very huge. Actually, the Viking group and us, here's our fearful leader. The Viking group and us are having lunch here. We are at the beautiful Kurhaus in Schneevedingen, and this is Queen Beatrix of Holland. I thought this was such a beautiful picture of her with her crown. Such a lovely, regal looking woman. This is the beautiful Kurhaus where we had our lunch. Lunch wasn't what you'd call terrific, but this place is awesome. Well, here we are in the beautiful Keukenhof garden. Keukenhof means kitchen garden, I guess. Keuken means kitchen. It's almost like Disneyland. Tons and tons and tons of people. These are the hyacinth that we're seeing here. I don't know what that is, those 2 Easter eggs it looks like. Hyacinth again and tulips. Here's a beautiful statue. Horse and bike. This is really totally magnificent. This park is full of art, which is really unusual. These are chocolates, can you believe it? Maybe there's marzipan in there, who knows? All metal, very cute. The Dutch have a great sense of humor, I think. There's a man hanging on a tree trunk, or tree limb rather. These are beautiful trees all the way down. Here he is all close up, hanging down from a tree. Such fabulous, brilliant color. It's totally amazing. And there are beautiful walkways in between, and then art. The colors of some of these tulips is so brilliant. Gorgeous. This is inside of the pavilion. What unusual shapes these flowers are. I've never seen black tulips.
They don't call it a true black, but it's a purple black.
Another whimsical piece of art, some chairs. There's some stools to sit down made out of stone and painted like a flower. Beautiful display here of lovely flowers, all mostly irises. Just like in Sonoma, the cows are not black and white, they are colored, just like this lovely cow. Now, here we have a gorgeous peacock. Lovely creature.
Okay.
Ein kleiner Gartenzwerg. Kleine Käfer. Made of ceramic, I think, or metal. This pavilion is called Königin Beatrix Pavilion. This is a pavilion dedicated to the Queen of Holland, Beatrix. A beautiful sundial right in the middle of the boxwood. Back there is a fountain somewhere, just can't see it. This lovely young lady is in her Dutch costume, very, very pretty. These are all hyacinth fields, the red, the pink, the white up front. Just as far as the eye can see, flowers, just beautiful. Those are all hyacinth fields, just beautiful. And tulips too.
Make sure you put your sunglasses on after. It's reflecting.
Those are also hyacinths back there, the purple one and the red and the white. These are all the fields of tulips, marvelous.